All right, hockey fans, we're coming back to you. Bookends the games this weekend after the Christmas holiday. Game number 2 of the weekend, pitch your KPW against the Vikings here in Foxborough. First game of the day, bright and early. Opening line will be Greenfield, Kruger, and Hayes, with McGowan and McEachern, and your traditional backstop of Connor Murphy. KPW on the heels of a fantastic and inspirational game yesterday. After being down 4-2 late in the second, making a thrilling comeback victory 5-4. Let's see if they can ride that momentum. Kruger takes his man down in the corner. No whistle on that. Just a good clean play. A high shot in. That was rebounded, deflected, steered out by McEachern. Wraps it around. Leaves it for Kruger, who throws it out, but kept back in by the defenseman. And then Greenfield shovels it out with the backhand. Kruger intercepts that pass. Throwing hard off the boards, and that is D'Entremont, number 36, and on defense now. Pizzato, the next defensive pairing up. Greenfield retreats the puck, whistles that high and up around the board, gets it up to Hayes. Hayes kicks it out, gets it over to the next centerman up, number 22, Brady McGann. Rentham native. Gallagher now joins the fracas on the ice, and Pizzato throws it over to Gallagher. Gallagher chips it up to McGann. Under McGann's stick into the offensive zone. That's Sam Kuch over on the left wing. KP rolling. Looks like close to 3 full lines of offense. And double pairing on defense. McGann down the right wing gets a shot in. Well, he gets a shot in. The goalie was pinching the left corner, so McGann surveys the open part of the net and decides to go cross-side into the far side of the net. Goalie didn't even really make much of an attempt to close down that part of the gap in the net that was open, and McGann just absolutely sniped it far side. So just a couple minutes into this game, KP on top 1-0. All right, in your next lineup, looks like you got Cinnamon Bachelor centering Bingham and Niles. And that puck was just thrown in from the far right side in, almost catching the goalie by surprise. Well, early reports hold true. Game plan is going to be just get shots on net on this goalie. Doesn't seem to have much prowess in net, but it just could be maybe an early bad read, but my initial inclination usually proves to hold true. We'll see if this netminder can do something with it. And that's Bingham in the corner. He tries to tow it back from the corner. He's battled along the boards, tries to chunk it out in front to a patiently awaiting Niles. That's thrown up high, deflected down by Bachelor. Puck is carried out now. Intercepted by McEachern, anticipating and reading that play nicely. McGowan, it's out in front with a pad save. Flashed. Low right pad by Murphy. Tested well, tested early. That's Lord trying to get, he's got the speed. He's going in all alone. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, well, I saw him when he was coming onto the ice. He had a conversation with McGann. McGann said something to the effect of, go low left corner. This goalie just gives it up. So Bachelor gets in all alone on the breakaway, low left side, snipes it into the corner. 8:49 in, and KP is up 2-0. KP right now scoring at a high rate. Kruger chips it out of the zone. Hayes walks his man off. That leaves it for his defenseman, Dietremont, in behind the net. Angles it off the boards to Kruger. Pisano joins, carries the puck, loses it back at the red line. Soccer punted into the neutral zone, and that's Hayes chipping it forward. High off the boards. Greenfield is back to pick that up. Safely throws it out to Steele, number 9, in the neutral zone. Wait for his wingers to join the play, and he trickles in offsides, and there's the whistle. Just a half a stride offside, back into the neutral zone for a face-off with 7:48 to play in the opening stands. KP up 2-0. McGann wins that draw to McEachern into the skates of Cooch. Chipped out. Gallagher steps in, intercepts the attempted breakout pass into the high slot. McEachern's going to bring it in. He's going to dig his way into the corner, shuffles the backhand. McGann was ready with the one-timer, but wisely intercepted by the Viking defense. McGowan back at the point, looking to get some lumber on this. He throws a high shot in. That just sailed above the net. Back to McEachern at the point. He does a nice cross-ice pass over to McGowan. McGowan again with a shot in. Deflected off the bumper of Gallagher. Back to McGowan again. But onto the tape of a defender. Looking to break it out. Puck is carried in. A low shot in, and that's picked up on the rebound. Was McGann. Switches up with McEachern, who's now in full pursuit of the puck. Going from the right to the left side of the ice. Into the glove hand of McGann. He doesn't know where it went. It looks like it just landed up on the top of the wall apron there. And then gloved it back in. But we got a stoppage in the action. We got Batch, Bingham, and Niles. Bingham slides it over to Batch. Ooh, attempts to slide it over to Niles. Just missed on the one-timer. I think got a man down in the corner. I didn't see who took the initial hit, but deep in the corner. Viking player down. Looks to be no infraction on the play. Could have been some incidental contact in the corner. We'll be back shortly with a report on the player injury. Like the Viking player is able to skate off on under his own powers, holding his back. Maybe he went down into the boards. Seems to be okay at this point. Going to go over to the sidelines, to the bench, and see if we can shake that off a little bit. But hockey play will resume in the first here with 6:10 to play. Okay, we're back underway. Batch wins it over to Bingham. He's looking to make a move down the wing. Does he have enough to make the turn? He does. He throws it back out, finds his way back to the point. Comes back to Bingham. Bingham fans on it, trying to get it out to Batch, who was parked out in front. Puck is shuffled out. That's Dietremont receiving the puck back in the neutral zone. Wrapped in behind, absorbing the hit, but making the play first was Pisano. Off the apron, Pisano picks it up, chunks it off the board, and just outside the reach of Batch, but Dietremont was there to angle it up off the boards. Bingham with a good cross-ice pass to Bachelor, but it deflected off his stick. It just went in past the goal line. And the puck hops onto the back of the apron, which will bring about a stoppage. Greenfield on the draw. Played back into the neutral zone. McEachern picks the puck up. Patiently sends it over to McGowan. Back to McEachern. Good patience with the boys right now on the puck, but hops over the stick of Kruger. That puck was picked up, stolen by Hayes. It's 1-on-3, but Hayes has got some wheels. He's looking to split the defenders. He goes all the way through. He gets it alone, throws it from in behind the net off the back of the goalie pad. Sneaky little shot attempt there by Hayes from behind the net. McEachern, backhand, shuffled forward, Hayes. Greenfield then on the forecheck. He wins the puck in the corner, throws his shot from an off angle, and it deflects off the netminder, who was credited with a save. More so hit him, but registers his third save of the game. 4:15 to play. McGann on the draw. That's Gallagher battling up in the corners. That comes back down. It's D'Entremont backpedaling, trying to slow his man down. Puck is shot in and hops off the glove hand of Murphy. Shuffled out of harm's way, deep into the corner. D'Entremont wisely playing the body, absorbing the hit first, so then he could go retrieve the puck. Pisano in his corner. Good little sustained pressure right here now by the Vikings. Long shot in, that's rebounded. Man in the crease, on top of the net now. Excellent sustained pressure by the Vikings. Murphy wisely gets a stoppage in here. There was a lot of hockey to play right now, and JP went up early 2-0. Hopefully some of this complacency is not going to find its way back into the game. 2-goal lead is never safe at the youth level. I'd like to see them elevate their game back to that sustained level that was present early in the game. Bingham in a foot race down the right wing. The battle in the corner. That comes back to McGowan. He shuffles it back into Bingham. Bingham tries to throw it out. Now it's in behind to Bachelor. Comes back out at the point. McGowan anticipates it, so he reads it well. Throws it out. Comes back out outside the zone. KP is going to have to clear the zone. Niles picks up. Shifty little stick handling here by Niles. Trying to split a couple of defenders. Wrapped hard around the boards. And there's McGowan well positioned. Long shot and deflected off the stick of Bachelor. Pinched in nicely by McEachern. Wrapped hard around the boards. And guess who was waiting for it? Under the stick of McGowan. Coming back out, but KP has got 3 players back. That's picked up by Batch. Thrown back in deep. They're going to wave off the icing on that call. McEachern letting his players collect, get their reformation. Now he carries the puck out. He's got skaters. One man down his wing. McEachern carrying, surveying. Saucer pass over to Bingham. Bingham carrying it. Slides it over to McGowan. McGowan a low shot. That was a cross-ice pass. Trying to find its way through to Niles. You like to see the boys distributing the puck very nicely right now. It's wrapped in hard around the boards. Finds its way all the way around McGowan. McGowan tucks it back in. It's Bachelor in behind the net. McEachern picks it up. He goes back to Bachelor. Deep in the corner. Intercepted. Now it's picked up by Bachelor. Back to McGowan. McGowan over to Bingham at the point. Winds up with a big shot. That's deflected. Rebound comes out. Quality offensive zone pressure here. Oh, it looks like Niles just came out. Just a hair outside the zone and brought it back in. Linesman was down on one knee, paying close particular attention to offensive zone possession there, and he saw the puck come out. So we got an offsides call. Let's reset it up. We got Greenfield taking the draw. That puck was shuffled out. There's a souvenir for some of the youth here. 57.3 to go in the opening stance. Game has settled itself in after a blazing start by KP. Seems to be a little bit more evenly contested after that lopsided start. Long shot it. Oh boy, what a long shot. And that puck had eyes on it. On a remote control, the puck was just saucered in high. I don't know if it was deflected up in the air or not. But the netminder was all twisted up with that floating shot, maybe deflected down, sailed its way in, guess what? To the top left side of the net. Clear weakness of the goalie. That's a 3-0 score. This Viking team, not sure where they're from, but they are down 3-0 right now. Long shot in, casually steered aside as Murphy. Ooh, puck takes a weird hop out, but it's onto Greenfield's stick. Look for something crafty to. No, he just, he makes a smart hockey play. He looked up, saw he didn't have much, so he dumps it in deep. Oh, we got some stick chops going on out here. Now they carry on. We'll get back, following the action down deep in the offensive zone. Hayes it on the forecheck. That comes back just outside. KP retreating. Dietremont. Long cross ice. And that will do it at the end of the first period of hockey. KP with a comfortable 3-0 lead. We'll be back shortly for the second period. Second period underway. KP going from right to left across your radio dial for this period. Ooh, sneaky little scoring chance there. I think Hayes was tripped up, but there was no call there. Incidental stick contact, I guess, was official ruling. Puck is thrown out. Waved off with the icing. McGowan picks up the puck behind his net. Good battle. Viking player walks it out in front. Shot in quality. Save by Murphy. Had the left pad pressed down on the ice, or that puck had a good chance of going in, but puck was kicked in outside the zone and brought back in for an offsides call. Let's hope this 3-goal lead doesn't cause any change in the way that KPW so far has been dictating the pace of play. That's on the draw. Picked up by Bingham. Over to Batch. Puck is brought back down to Pisano. Saucers it up to Batch. Goes under his stick. Thrown back out, retreated, and picked up by Pisano. Throws it over to Dietremont. Dietremont throws a cross ice pass. Gets it over to Bingham. He's got Batchelor out front. Is Bingham going to see him in time? He gets it to Niles. Couldn't pull the trigger. He had a bad angle on it. Niles surveying. Throws it over. Tries to get it over to Batchelor. Intercepted by Bingham. Niles in behind. He retreats and gets the puck. Finds his way back. He gets it over to Bingham in behind the net. We have got I think there's a high sticking call. Number 00 is going to go to the box for a high sticking call. Okay, puts KPW on there for the power play of the game. It's going to be Greenfield joined by Kruger and Hayes out there right with McGowan and McEachern back at the points. Long shot in, rebounded. Oh, Kruger had the puck. And Puck came over to Kruger. He missed it on the initial shot, but he regains his own attempted shot, wraps it in behind, puts a tape-to-tape pass onto the stick of Hayes, who was there to slam it in. Nary 8 seconds came off of that power play before KPW frees the caged Viking back to 5-on-5 play. KPW with a commanding 4-0 lead. Deep in his own zone is McEachern, making a couple of nice shifty moves to maintain possession. He walks it out. He's looking to make a long cross pass, and he saucers it up beautifully to the speedy Greenfield. Greenfield carried it in. He's loses the puck in the corner. Back to Hayes, picked up by Greenfield. Greenfield throws it out in front. Kruger had dropped in behind the net. Couple bodies in on the board. That's thrown out hard all the way down. Should go for an icing call. With 9:04 to play, KPW 4-0 lead. Pietremont intercepts that slow shot in by the Vikings, and he carries the puck out. Now he's got McGann with him. Pietremont keeps his feet moving. That's back to Gallagher. Gallagher wisely throws it in behind the nets. McGann, little dipsy doodle. He's walking in. He carries it in behind the net. He's looking to walk it all the way around. He sees back at the point. He's got Pietremont, who carries the puck just outside the zone. Pizzano picks it up. Oh, nice little slide pass over, an attempted pass over to Gallagher, but under his stick. Coming back out is the Sheila Doherty. Throws it out all the way down. Murph picks up the puck, walks it out. Shovels it over to patiently awaiting Kruger. Kruger, just outside the reach of McGann, goes all the way down the ice for an icing call. 8:09 to play. Niles in pursuit, sends it up to Bingham. Does Bingham have enough to get there? He's got Bachelor out in front. Bingham couldn't get it over him. Good deflection by the defenseman. Niles is going to step in. He's going to pick up the puck. Tried to shovel it over to Bachelor, but it comes out to O'Connell. Retreating is Pizzano. Pietremont anticipated that play well. Stepped in to help out. Poked out. That puck is high. That's hopping all alone out in front of the net. Couple squats. I didn't know that puck. Oh, geez. Puck trickled through the goal mouth, and puck will come all the way down for an icing call. Fortunate bounce there by KPW. Vikings with perhaps their best scoring chance of the game, but no credit for attempted shots unless they go in, so score's going to stay at 4-0. Attempted shot off the draw was the Viking player. Long shot in, rebounded again. Trickling just past the goal mouth shot. Rebounded out in front. Picked up by Greenfield. Gets it over to Kruger. Kruger reaching. He gets it over to Hayes. Hayes throws an angle shot and rebounded dangerously out in front of the net. Puck was attempted to be picked up by Reagan, but Reagan could not gain control of the puck. McEachern steps in, slows down number 58, the nameless man. McEachern, he's got his feet moving. He's going to try to find his way down the wing. Slides it over just outside the reach of Hayes. Chopped back in. KP's got a couple of players up in the offensive zone. Back to the point, into the skates of McGowan. Controls that puck well. Does Kruger have enough to get there? That's carried out. Kept, nice play by McEachern to keep that into the zone. Reagan came in high with the paw up into the face of Kruger. I think that was perhaps incidental contact, but We'll see if that's going to have any further ramifications throughout this game. Generally, to this point, it has been a fairly clean game. Hard cross-ice pass, tipped over to Kruger. Dumped into Hayes. Hayes retreats, shuffles it out in front. No traffic out in front. I think Hayes' skate was tied up into the stick of Greenfield. Wisely throws it in behind the net. He's there to retreat. Oh, Greenfield was looking to lay his player out, but sidestepped that. Was number 00. Murph pushes that along. 00 picks up the puck, backhands it. That's McEachern. McEachern looking to break it down the right-hand side. He's got a man harassing him from behind, but he keeps his feet moving. Wrapped hard around the boards. It's going to send Reagan out, but McGowan was well positioned to jump back into the defensive posture, wins the puck, wraps it hard around the boards, and it gets stuffed back in by the Viking player. McGowan chips it out, a couple hops out, but it's kept back in from the high shot and into the breadbasket of Murphy, who was there to get a stoppage in the action with 4:40 to play. Yeah, a light shot in. Snack work there for Murphy to glove that up and say, let's do that again. This time, let's win the faceoff. KP does. Much obliged. Carrying that puck out. That was Cooch trying to throw it over to Gallagher. Intercepted. That was McGann. Tried to snipe it into that corner again. Just didn't have the angle. Both Zebras looked at each other. They both waved it off, but they both knew they were in the wrong. So then kind of a soft late whistle said, well, we should award the icing call here. And rightfully so they do. It is an icing call. Bachelor wins that draw. Finds its way back to the point. In through the goal mouth. Stuffed back in. Pisano retreating, but that goes in behind the net. Wrapped hard off the boards. Niles in on the forecheck. Got Bats on one side, Bings on the other. A nice little casual breakout by number 19. Good patience and control with the puck. But he overthrows it, plays it over to Dietramano, then throws it back to Pisano. That's picked up by Niles. Chips it forward to Bangs. We got skaters. Bingham tries to snipe it in, and he does. Bachelor got up into play nicely, drawing the defenseman and one eye of the netminder to keep both of those situations honest. And Bingham decides to keep the puck. Saw that far top corner again, and he sniped it in. That's 5-0 KPW with 2:50 to play. Got to think the boys from KPW are going to perhaps get a little anxious in this third period that is coming up. You wonder if there's going to be some position changes. Giving some boys some opportunities to move around and be creative out there, but we shall see when we get to that third period. Safely up 5-0 right now. Still a lot of hockey to go, but KPW seems to be in full control of this game, but the Vikings are still giving it a good yeoman's effort here. All alone in the high slot, a shot in. Yeah, there's one guy who's still playing at the top of his game right now. Murphy refusing to take that donut off the scoreboard. Looks like we have moved to running time with a 5-goal lead. I don't know if that's protocol or not, but apparently that has been implemented. Puck is shipped all the way outside the zone. Hayes in pursuit, and that is thrown all the way out. Murph comes out, plays it forward to McEachern. McEachern cross-ice pass to McGowan. McGowan, looking for a good tape-to-tape. Let's chip forward. This is Greenfield. Look for the highlight. Oh, what a save by the netminder. Greenfield was in all alone. Thrown out in front. That was Kruger trying to find his way over to Hayes. McEachern did just enough to slow his man down before losing his lumber. McEachern's stick was trapped into the feet of Reagan, who kicked the stick all the way into the neutral zone. Here comes McEachern looking to regain his lumber as the puck is poke checked out by Cooch, who's looking to get in on the puck. Wrapped hard around the boards. KP was on a line change, didn't have a winger over here. And that's Gallagher joins the fray. Cooch. Cooch gets stood up right in the neutral zone. Name and number has been registered by Cooch. Deflected wide. That was McGowan making a good defensive play. McEachern slides it over to Gallagher. Gallagher trying to shift it into a forehand as time expires. KPW on top 5-0 as we head into this third period. Okay, no surprises there. Coach has made some third period adjustments. A defensive pairing of Niles and Bingham is out there. Bingham walks in, and for the 5th out of 6 time today, that low to mid left-hand side of the net, wide open. Bingham, from his defensive posture, carries the puck up and snipes it in. 6-0 on the board. Just a handful of seconds into this third period of running time. That puck is picked up by Niles. Throws it off the seat of Donahue. Picked up by Cooch. Pisano moves his way up into the forward realms, along with D'Entremont, picked up by Bingham. Making some shifty moves, shuffles it to the backhand, over to Pisano. Cooch steps in. Back to the point. Niles wraps it in around the boards. The wise play thrown out in front over to D'Entremont. Back to the defense. That comes all the way back to Murphy. Murphy plays it out to Pisano. I think that's going to be another converted defenseman moving up into the forward position. We're going to be dropping back McGann and Bachelor as the next defensive pairing. McGann over to Bachelor. Batch to McGann. Good patience on the breakout here. Gets it up to McGowan, now playing as a center man. Picked up by McGann. Back to Batch. Batch. Good breakout to McGowan. A little backhand drop pass. Tried to slide it back to McEachern. This defensive tandem converted into a lethal forward combination. And there goes Greenfield. Covers a lot of ice there again. Wins that puck, chips it back in. That was McGowan trying to throw it out in front, but that was intercepted by the Viking player. Dangerously throws it out in front, winded up deep from the post and deflected in by McGowan. I think that was McGann. It was a thunderous shot from the point with a one-hand redirect by McGowan. Clock is running at 8:40 to go. Kruger on the draw. Splitting the pair of Hayes and Gallagher. Oh, one-timer thrown to Gallagher. Out in front. Rubs his man off. Physical battle up along the boards. Confrontation continues. Oh, that puck is just chipped in by Kruger. I'm not sure how that puck just stayed on the ice and it kept going, but Kruger one-handed reaches out and deflects that puck in. Putting up a crooked score on the scoreboard right now. 7-0 KP is on top. Gallagher chips it outside the zone. He gets run off the play. Niles is there to rub his Sheila into the boards. And then Kruger gets it outside, safely outside the zone. Coming back in transition. Niles with good positional hockey. Just doing enough to disrupt the forward progress. And then Hayes steps in to battle with Connolly. Doherty picks it up, gets his shot in, rebound, and Gallagher kicks it out wide, long shot in, deflected. Oh, we got a man breaking. We got Gallagher shovels it forward to Hayes. Hayes is going in all alone. Hayes walks in. Oh, what a patch save. Oh, the rebound. I don't know how that one didn't go. Did the defenseman make that save on the rebound? I don't know. Some wide open hockey right now in the last 6 minutes and change, but 3 KP players back on defense. Well done. Here comes Bachelor with a head of steam. He's going to be splitting this down the middle. That's Dietremont up in the forward position. Bachelor absorbs the hit, stays in the corner. He pushes his man into the boards. Dietremont carries it in. He keeps walking out. Oh, puck gets stalled in a patch of snow. Pisano retreating back on defense. McGann helps his player to the ice. Puck cleared outside the zone by Gooch. And Gooch, there's the retribution. Oh, a double whammy. Now he sidestepped that one. Okay, things are definitely opening up right now. I mean, both teams, players from the benches hooting and hollering, enjoying the extra body contact. And there's going to be a play by the Vikings that, the physical play was picking up, but puck was well cleared, and he took 5-6 extra strides trying to lay the body onto Dietremont. One of the Vikings parents very unhappy with that call, but it was a clear infraction. I mean, there was no puck around. He tried to lay a check on Dietremont with no attempt to play the puck. 7-0 up on the scoreboard. You just like to keep the all hockey aspects on the ice right now. Hopefully the kids are able to maintain that calm demeanor to their game. Okay. Niles carrying the puck all the way down. Oh, what a nice play by Niles. Throws it over to Diatremont. Okay, it was only a matter of time. And behind the play. So Bingham is going to go to the box. I don't know if it was perhaps roughing, perhaps unsportsmanlike, but the pot of water was boiling right up to the level before some spilled over. Inevitably, it was going to happen. 3:39 to play. Clock is ticking. 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute. Batsador patient with the puck. Softly throws it up. Oh, off the stick of McGann. Shift, oh boy. with every play and possession and pass, the boys are hooting and hollering. Boy, they're certainly enjoying this game right now. Oh, that was a slash. He got him. Yeah, that was sheer frustration on behalf of Guyette, number 75. He just took a two-hand chop to the skates of, I didn't see who, but clearly frustration. Good penalty call there by the Zebra, trying to maintain some bit of order in the winning 2 minutes of this game. Things are certainly percolating. Okay, look for some action here by Greenfield. No, okay, he was able to restrain some of his contained energy, if you will. McGann taking a little swing, but apparently not enough to warrant anything. Greenfield in pursuit. Oh, he goes up high, rubs his man off. We're going to come back out in transition. Got 5-on-4 hockey right now. They got a man all alone out in front. And there goes the clean sheet. Good goal. I didn't see who got that coming. Maybe that was Steele coming down the wing. But picked that short side. Unfortunately, the only real blemish on today's game today is the fact that KP conceded not only a goal, but a shorthanded goal in the final minute and change of this game. Puts a small stain on an otherwise complete effort. We still got a little time left here. Let's not stop playing now, boys. Hayes. Puck comes outside the zone over to Bingham. Throwing over to Hayes, coming down the wing. Is he going to get the shot off? He's going to carry it in. He's going to snipe it up an inch short side. Chipped outside the zone. Bingham in a dangerous area to make that type of play. Crouched over, heading to the bench is Gallagher. Didn't see what precipitated that injury. He may have absorbed some stick work. I didn't see what happened. Okay. Well. Didn't quite hear what was coming out of the mouth of some of our players. I suspect it was probably season's greetings and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm sure let's go with that. But, at the end of the second game of the weekend, KPW coming out on the favorable side once again with a 2-game winning streak now for KPW. Good complete effort today from the boys. And that should do it for the 2025 portion of this KPW season. We'll see you back in the new year. Until then, enjoy your holidays. Have a happy new year. And until next time, enjoy the rest of 25.